Hello everyone, Dennisy of Gamemuse.net, and I'm here with Joseph, Eric and Howard of Musegames to talk about the new game Guns of Icarus, a team-based multiplayer online airship combat game. We're gonna talk about the classes, the ships, the maps and even do a playthrough so you can see how it looks. So let's start off with the classes.
Sure. Okay, so of our three classes, the gunner gets the most familiar for a lot of players. So anyone who's played a first-person shooter or anything like that will instantly be familiar with the gunner is supposed to do. So it's just point and click traditional FPS sort of mechanics. So the responsibilities of a gunner is to deal damage to other ships and also understand where the guns are laid up on the different ships that the captain chooses, and also understand the roles for the various guns. So another class is the engineer. The engineer is, of course, responsible for repairing all the different components on the ship. Everything on a ship can take damage, from the guns, the balloon, the hull, the engines, and the guns themselves. So the engineer has already a lot on their plate. Basically the play experience that they're going to go through is running around the ship and making repairs.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey. Yeah, hi. Sorry, we're just quieting down the office a little bit so you can get a better recording. Where was I? Okay, so yeah, every part of the ship can take damage, and the engineer's primarily going to be running throughout the entire ship, putting out fires, making repairs to components, and also rebuilding components when they go down to 0 HP. As far as new game mechanics, we think that what we've introduced with our engineer class is some of the most innovative and the most exciting. Basically what we've done is we've taken a time management game and we've stuck it into the engineer, and that makes it really fun for even casual players who aren't used to the first person kind of games. But we've talked to a lot of people and we just described the engineer. It's like, that's what I want to do, casual player.
Engineer is actually the best class because it's the most fun as well.
Yeah.
For me.
All right.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. And then finally, we have the captain. And of course, the captain is a high responsibility role. You're able to choose what kind of ship you want to drive and also customize the types of guns on it. So depending on what you choose, what ship and what guns, your crew, your gunners and your engineers will have to think on their feet and get used to what you've chosen for them to use. And this, in turn, will create several different kinds of strategies and tactics. How the ship is flown and how battles are engaged when you enter in a match.
Yeah, another thing to point out about the captain is that the captain is really in control of communications on the ship. So he's the one who lines up all the shots. He's the one that needs to direct the crew, the gunners, to shoot guns and figure out what guns to shoot and whatnot. So the captain usually has the most information. It's up to him to communicate effectively to the team. So there's a communication as well.
Right, exactly. So those are the three classes. So I'm going to go into how to customize each class with different equipment. So one of the primary design philosophies behind Guns of Icarus is that even though we have the three distinct classes and the responsibilities, everyone can do everything. So what this means is that if I'm a captain, I can still fire a gun and make repairs to the ship. However, as a captain, I can equip more piloting equipment. For example, as a captain, I can equip 3 piloting equipment, only 1 repair equipment, and only 1 weapon equipment. If I was a gunner, it would be flipped. I can equip 3 weapon equipment, 1 piloting, and 1 repair, and etc. So this way, people can only be better at something instead of being worse. So as a captain, I just have access to a piece of equipment that help me drive the ship better. And that's true for all the other classes as well. You can only be better at the thing that you do and not any worse than anyone else.
So an engineer does, like a captain has something that an engineer can get for the piloting equipment, or everyone has the same equipment, apart from some classes like engineer can have 3 repair equipment.
It's actually
every class has access to everyone else's equipment.
All right.
The only difference is how many pieces of that equipment you can carry.
All right.
So do you have your game open right now?
I have it. I'm recording right now. So.
Okay, great. Yeah. So if you go into your edit loadout for your classes, you can see the layout and how we've done it. So right now I'm looking at engineer, and I have 3 boxes for engineer repair equipment. So I can equip any 3 of the subset of engineer tools that we have. But if I go into, let's say, gunner, I'll only see 1 repair equipment. But I can still choose the same pieces of equipment that an engineer can choose. I can just only carry fewer of them.
Are those the equipment you got? Are you able to get more equipment, or are these just the ones you're gonna give to the players? For now.
I mean, well, right now we're testing out an achievement system, and we're thinking about unlocking various ships, equipment, all those different things through achievements. But again, we're in the testing phases of that right now. We're deciding whether or not we want to do that.
And they've just got more skills and equipment designed as well.
Exactly.
And I also see like hats and goggles. When are you gonna put them in the game? Like to the right, the costume.
Yeah, hopefully soon. We actually have a lot of them designed. We have 30 full costumes already designed and basically done, but we just haven't integrated them into the game yet. So hopefully we'll be able to get that ready fairly soon.
Are the costumes, are they gonna be like free, or you're gonna get them through achievements, or?
Yeah, I think we'll actually have a in-game store that's basically just offers cosmetic items like costumes. So some of them will be for players to purchase, and some of them will be unlocked.
Like just pay to style.
Yes.
Concept.
Yeah, exactly.
Not pay to win.
No, pay to style.
Pay to win.
Yeah, there's definitely no pay to win, but you know, players can get more costumes if they want to.
Cool. So let's talk about the ships. What kind of ships there are?
Yeah, sure. So right now, I believe we have.
I'm at the
5
goldfish
ships
right now.
Okay. Yeah. So the goldfishes are, I guess, beginner ship. It's the easiest to. It's balanced in many ways. It has a medium gun slot in the front and 2 small guns on the sides. It's very manageable for a beginning player, beginning captain especially. And the strategies that come out from this layout are pretty straightforward. There's not too much to say about the goldfish overall. If you go click right 1, you'll get to the junker.
The goldfish does have a really powerful front gun, though.
Yes. If you click right once, you'll get to the junker. Now this is an interesting ship. The ship is very slim, so it's actually kind of difficult to hit, aside from its balloon.
Yeah.
It has 6 small guns on it. So in terms of cumulative firepower, it's something to be reckoned with. However, its movement speed is not quite as fast as some of the other ships. Its turn speed is also a little slower. So managing this ship as a captain can be fairly difficult as far as lining up your shots for your gunners, as well as the ship has a little bit lower HP since it does have all that firepower, just for balance reasons. Moving to the right again, the Squid is one of my favorite ships. It is our fastest and most agile ship. It has a pretty interesting layout. It only has 3 small guns on it, 1 at the front, 1 at the right, and 1 towards the rear. So it does take a little bit of skill maneuvering the ship a little bit, but since it moves very quickly, it turns very quickly, lining up shots to your gunners is pretty easy. Because it's so small and fast, it also doesn't have that much HP, but what it's really useful for is flying in really quickly, harassing other players, and especially if you decide to play one of the capture point maps, the ship can blaze off into the distance and start capping a point as your team gives you support and flies in a little bit later. Oh, another thing to note is that every ship has 4 player slots, so 1 captain and 3 crew members, and this is true for all of them.
Okay.
Next up is our galleon. The galleon is the largest ship that we have, and this also packs the most firepower. On its bottom deck, there are 4 medium guns. So 4 medium guns versus the 1 medium gun on the Goldfish, just to give you a little comparison. It also has 2 small guns on various locations of the deck, but if you want to get in close and just blow everyone out of the water, this is the ship that you want to be using. Because it's so large, it is a little difficult to turn and maneuver. It's kind of hard for the captain to see exactly where the guns are lining up. So the ship, it's large, has a lot of firepower, it's difficult to turn, it requires a lot of communication. But if you get all those things right, this ship is going to be very, very difficult to take out of the sky. It also has the most HP, so it can fly in kind of slow, but it's going to take a while to take out, and if they get any shots lined up, yeah, you're in big trouble. And finally, the Pyramidion is our newest ship right now, and by far this is the wackiest layout. If you're looking at the picture right now, you can see that it has a huge point at the very front.
Yeah.
So from the get-go, this ship was designed as a ramming ship.
Can you ram each other for damage?
Yes, you can.
Oh, that's cool.
So this ship is specifically designed to be really good at that. Our collision model for ship collisions is actually quite unique. So before we had a problem where people were using the balloons of their ship to ram people, and it was dealing the same amount of damage as ramming with the hull, so that didn't really make sense. So now if you try to ram with the balloon, your balloon will just deflate. So you actually have to use your hull to ram people. But with the Pyramidion, your balloon is kind of protected by that point. So you can just drive that point straight into somebody, and it's facing the same direction as the captain is facing. So it's really easy for them to do that.
So the Pyramidion, it's really powerful on the front and one of the sides, but unprotected in the back and the other side.
Right.
So if you play it right, then you can actually deal really heavy duty frontal assault, but you're really vulnerable in the back.
Exactly. So this is, as far as difficulty level, it's a toss-up between the Galleon and the Pyramidion. It requires a lot of really high captain skills, being able to pilot and engage enemies in the correct manner, and also communicate with your crew. But both of the ships have its huge trade-offs as far as firepower and the way in which they can skew the battle, for better or for worse.
And can you tell a bit about the maps we have?
Gotcha. So we use a matchmaking system. So the easiest way to get into a game is to choose a gunner or engineer and press instant action, and it'll automatically try to place you into a already existing game or a game that's about to start. If you choose captain, you'll have to wait a little longer and make sure that all the ship slots are filled in. The first map right here is Anglian Raiders. This is what we call resource race. It's very similar to World of Warcraft's Arathi Basin. So basically what happens is there are multiple capture points throughout the map, and 2 competing teams are competing for these points for resources. So the longer you capture a point, the more resources you gain. So for this one, it's 1,800 points. And this map takes place in what we call the Melting Firth in our big world that we have here. This is basically the ice level. Each map has its unique color correction and color balancing, and also post-processing effects. So every map has a very, very unique look. Our artists spent a lot of time, so everything looks spectacular and beautiful. One map to the right is Battle on the Dunes. This is, of course, in the desert, as you can see, and this is our bread and butter deathmatch map. So we've got a 2v2 for this map, and you just load up and you just feel free to blow each other up. There's not much to it.
All right.
In this match, there's also more I guess, obstruction in the center. So you can basically use them to either dodge enemy fire or to basically ambush people, and also cloud cover, pretty decent cloud cover and dust storm. So the weather has an effect on gameplay as well. So if you are in the clouds, then you can basically remove the tagging, the scouting that enemy can put on your ship, and also basically just kind of like use the reduced visibility to escape. Dust storm actually does a little bit of damage to your ship component. So while you're making an escape route into the dust storm, you just have to be careful.
Yeah, so yeah, we do have a pretty interesting stealth mechanic for people to play around with. So spotting becomes very important. If the captain has a spyglass, then you spot someone, gives a little white outline on enemy ships. It's very useful for gunners and picking out targets.
All right. Because if they just, for example, we have two ships together, don't they have some kind of balloon color or red flag or blue flag, something else?
Yeah, we do. On each of the ships, there are decals, colored decals on the balloon. Right now it's red and blue. One interesting thing is that some people were we first noticed oh, it's kind of hard to see in the distance, especially if they're a little far away with all the fog and everything. It's kind of hard to tell if you're your teammate or not. But the players actually enjoyed this aspect of discovery and using the spotting glass to figure out who's on your team or not. Of course, when you get closer, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. So we kept it the way it was.
All right, I like that. Let's get on to King of the Flayed Hills.
Yeah, so this is another resource race map, like Anglian Raiders. It's much, much larger, and this is our biggest map, and it requires 4v4. So 8 ships in total. That means 32 players if all the ships are fully crewed. So this is a really fun map, and again, the look is spectacular. This is inspired by the canyons in the U.S.
And the sandbox is just for exploration and testing.
Yeah, exactly. You just spawn by yourself, and you can just experiment.
All right.
And then the final map, one to the right, is Scrap on the Dunes. It takes place as the same as Battle on the Dunes, but this time, you see in that little picture, there's a huge hulking debris of a ship.
Yeah.
This map is our King of the Hill map. And that centerpiece of debris becomes the capture point. And the idea is oh yeah, these two warring factions are hovering around this debris trying to collect, scavenge for resources and extra debris that they can use for their stuff. So, of course, again, if you capture the point, gathering resources, you reach 1200, you win.
Nice. And water hazard.
Yeah. Whoops, water hazard. Our last deathmatch map. This one takes place on top of water with these very, very large spiky spire rocks jutting out from the water. Lots of cloud cover on this one. Again, very, very beautiful to look at. And for this map, it's 3v3.
And if you just press instant action, you get into a game of the random selected maps, or?
Yes, it'll just choose, I believe it's the most recently started match.
All right.
So it'll try to, so if there are no new matches, it'll put you in something that's older. And if there aren't any matches that have free space, it'll create a new match lobby for you, or join a match lobby that's waiting for more captains.
All right. Now let's start the game then.
Yeah, sure. Let's jump into, let's see. Let's jump into water hazard. Let's check that out.
All right.
So I'm going to captain, and you can feel free to join as a captain or not.
I have a weird name.
Do you have gibberish in your name?
No. But it doesn't matter, just the names.
if you go back to the first screen and press customize characters, you can set your name.
Alright. Oh, yeah, sorry. Right. Yeah.
All right.
We might as well crew a single ship here.
Oh, excuse me. This map is 2v2, not 3v3.
Yeah. Problem?
Going with the engineer.
I want engineer. Let's talk a bit about the team you're having in making this game, because
Yeah, sure.
I find the game extremely funny, and no, not funny, more like a real team-based game.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty curious how the team got together for you guys.
Our Muse team. Well,
Yeah.
we started. Yeah, that's a good question. So we started in about 2010, so 2 years ago. And before that, we were doing this startup making 3D like virtual worlds and like web internet content stuff. That startup didn't go anywhere, so the few of us kind of jumped out and started making games. And we were using Unity at the time. We actually started using Unity at like.
Enemy craft spotted, Captain.
We actually started using the Unity game engine at like. Been making games with Unity ever since.
Okay, we are off.
Those whiteboards indicate enemy ships, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What
Alright.
I've done is I've spotted them.
You're already needed on the hull there.
And if a part of the ship gets damaged, it turns red or... Well, it's get an icon, let's say that. It gets an icon.
That squid's got a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh god, okay.
Engineer, your job's gonna be all sorts of fun now.
Yeah, I noticed. Everything's on fire.
Yeah.
It must be your ship I'm attacking. Great.
Nice.
Alright, I'm trying to get out of here.
Am I the only engineer because everything's on fire?
You may be.
Yeah, you might be.
So remember to focus on fixing the hull first. Hull is the most important component.
Alright.
Balloon is second most important. Everything else is...
Alright. The engine. Alright.
Engines are kind of important, yeah. Especially if he's trying to get away.
Yeah, with the real captain. I mean, I'm sorry. I was an engineer and I jumped on the helm as a captain. You know, I don't think my crewmen were really happy about that.
Oh, you really gotta get busy on this game. You're just not gonna sit and relax. Damn.
Oh yeah, no way.
Sorry. Yeah, there's no no coffee breaks. Let's see, is your gunner or a captain? Engineers get the hard roll.
I kinda like it. I'm lazy ass.
Yeah, the really interesting thing about our ship thrust model is that it's quite accurate. If they're actual airships in real life, we've tried to figure out how they would work. So if one of my right engines is out, so I have like an imbalance of engine power from on my ship, then I'll turn very strangely. And of course, if all of my engines are destroyed, then I won't move at all.
Let's talk a bit about the guns on the ship, because I know there are flamethrowers, there are rockets, there are harpoons, there are bullets.
Oh yeah.
So, does a bullet deals more damage to the balloon than to an engine, for example?
Yeah, so there are several types of damage types, and each one has its ups and downs depending on what you hit. So for example, explosive damage from the guns on the ship that we're on now, the mortar, it's really effective against hulls. But first, hulls have armor, so you need to destroy the armor first before you actually get to the primary health. So in order to take down armor, you need like a Gatling gun or something like that that deals piercing damage. So for anyone who's interested in like theory crafting or really getting nitty-gritty with the numbers and damage percentages, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to play around with in this game.
Or you can always do what we just did, which is just pile on as much damage as possible.
Exactly, exactly.
I'm gonna try a gun now because I think a lot of people
go for
just just spot the
So the
shit
mortar
from
is one of the most difficult guns to aim due to its heavy recoil and its slow projectile speed. Every gun has a different set of statistics as to how the shell moves through the air.
Where's a mortar here? I'm with
Yeah, they're all
Dutchman.
mortars, all three of them.
Oh, all three.
You didn't get much variety on the ship.
Yeah, I
okay.
chose a very strange layout for my ship, so I'm testing out some of the items right now.
Yeah.
Enemy behind us.
Yeah.
Behind us?
Oh, he
Yeah, I
was.
just went into a cloud.
Okay,
there's
that's
another
good
one.
now, thanks.
Whoa.
And yeah, if you haven't noticed already, our game supports in a Steam voice chat, so you don't need to install anything to start using voice chat. So long as you have a mic, you're ready to go.
Oh, recoil's the mortar's pretty hard.
Yeah, it is. But
There are items you can use to decrease the recoil, which
Yeah, I got that.
almost a necessity.
I got that area of effect one.
all right, I'm going down. There's someone underneath us.
Yeah, it's a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
God. Okay.
gonna whack him.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Burn.
Oh, the flamethrower is so annoying. God.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's
our
really
most
annoying.
ass weapon. All right, I'm gonna
Yes,
avoid
yes.
that guy.
The flamethrower does like damage over second, I assume.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Engineer, don't forget your job is primarily to fix the hole in the balloon.
Yeah, I'm fixing a lot because everything is red right now. And everything's on fire as well. Let's talk a bit about the...
Use your fire extinguisher on the hull, please.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, sorry. That's on cooldown. Hold on.
Oh, what if I use incendiary on
2 seconds.
flamethrower?
Yeah. Sorry. For the people that don't notice, if you hit with like a wrench, you see like a circle that's going as a clock, and when it ends, you can start ramming it again.
Yeah. So this is what I was talking about as far as innovation.
The squid is below us again.
So with the engineer, the time management game works like this. You know, in like games like Team Fortress 2, engineers are usually just like, oh, you keep whacking the thing,
Yeah.
and each whack adds HP. But what we've done is you whack it once. The first hit instantaneously adds the HP back, but you can't hit it again until it cools down. So then this allows you to run to something else while you're waiting for that particular component to cool down and repair something else. So this is where that time management aspect comes in.
Exactly. Well,
I've nuked that goldfish's engines, but for whatever reason, you've decided to drive in front of them anyway.
and if like the health bar of something gets depleted, what happens then? You can't able to repair it, or?
No, you can rebuild it. So that's actually more similar to Team Fortress. You keep hitting it until that circle fills back up again. So when something goes offline, it reaches 0 HP. Like for example, if it's a gun, you can't use that gun until you sit there and rebuild it. So those were basically the two how we were looking at it. You can sit there, stay in one place, and keep repairing it, or you can repair it once and move to somewhere else and do something else. So we actually have both of those in play.
Enemy destroyed, Captain. Our Junker's almost dead, though.
Oh, winning like 3-0 already. Damn.
This match goes to 7, so still got a little bit of ground to cover.
Let's talk about the beta, like how long it's up, and will there be an open beta? Or and how to get into the closed beta?
Yeah, that's a good question. So right now, the server is already up continuously, and we've been giving out keys on our own, and partnering up with other publications or sites to give out keys as well. and we'll be probably doing that and just get more and more players into the game and transition to open to beta. Probably by next month, I would say. And then we'll just keep testing and improving the game until we release.
Of course, you can always get into the beta by buying it on Steam at a discount while it's in pre-order status.
Yeah, and what device, what consoles will this be published, and which platforms?
Wait, sorry, Dennis, did you say console?
I don't know if maybe it gets released on console as well.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're still. I mean, we basically are working with PSN essentially, but that's still a ways away. You know, because we still have like just more core development to do. But yeah, hopefully not too distant in the future, we'll be on PSN.
Ah, cool. And it will be available on Steam, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yep, Steam, PC, and Mac.
I'm gonna shoot for a moment.
Yep, trying to line you up for some nice shots.
Finally got the junker down. Alright.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit, but it's pretty hard with the mortar.
Yeah, I'm trying to get us a little closer. Whoa,
That mortar, like
What happened?
The mortar is like...
We hit something.
accidentally crashed into something.
Oh.
The mortar is actually the most projectile based gun, so it takes definitely more practice. But it's pretty deadly, as Joe would say.
One of my favorites.
Indeed.
And you can see that I'm hitting with it pretty well, so.
Well, the squid is running away and ramming into us. That's awesome.
Oh.
Excellent. Burn. Burn.
Oh, he's... Do you guys have a release date for this game?
Yeah. September 30th.
And you talked about, before we started the interview, about other projects apart from guns. Can you tell a bit about that? Or you don't have any?
Dennis, you mean other projects other than Guns Icarus?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so we started prototyping and concepting a couple iOS games, but they're still pretty early. One is a hamster brawler.
Hamster crawler?
Yeah.
Right.
Is there a reason we stopped moving?
Yeah, I'm trying to line up as many shots as possible.
Oh, I need to repair so much. But I feel like an engineer because I'm just ramming everything.
Burn.
Still.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Burn.
Thank you. I'm a shitty engineer
there we
because
go.
everything gets destroyed, no matter how much effort.
But you know what? We haven't died yet, so you're
No,
doing
that's
something right.
good. I'm doing
Yeah,
a
you're doing
decent job.
something. You're doing something right.
Yeah.
It's a challenge, Eric. Oh no, the junker showed up again. Oh no, we missed our opportunity.
Oh, everything's on fire.
Ooh, come on, come on.
Is there something else I can cool down fires with apart from my extinguisher or not?
Yeah, extinguisher, and there's also the fire tarp that puts out fires instantly for different trade-offs compared to the extinguisher. Basically, the extinguisher, every time you use it, will give your component a little bit of immunity to fire for a little bit of time.
Maybe it's behind
Wow.
us.
Yep. And then while the fire tarp just extinguishes something instantaneously, but it doesn't provide any additional perks.
Okay.
So depending on how you want to play the game, you want to run around a lot, or you want to sort of like buff things as you go.
Mm. But I kind of like running around.
And you've picked the right class.
I noticed.
Nice.
And also so you can name your gunship as well.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it seems like Icarus and the Phoenix will make that work.
Oops, someone's
Out of
with us.
Can you tell us a bit how you came up with the idea of Guns of Icarus? Because the concept is really unique.
Yeah, thanks. So we started with a old game that we released on Steam in early 2010 called Guns of Icarus. And that game was just a lot smaller. It has the same spirit in turret shooting and repair, but it was a lot smaller. And the ships on rail and everything. So this is kind of an expansion sequel extension to the old game. And how we came up with the idea for the old game was that we were thinking about turret shooting, thinking that it's only kind of you only play a snippet of it in other games, and so we wanted actually to have a game that focused on that. And with the repair game, the time management repair game, we thought it was a great way to add intensity, and we wanted to have the game be just more team-based. So we thought, well, in a confined space, say on an airship, that would be really, really cool. And we're into the steampunk aesthetic, so like all these components just kind of came together.
And the first thing I noticed when playing this, it's, as I said, a team-based game. You cannot do it with like someone sitting back drinking coffee and eating a cookie. Everyone needs to help, else it just fails.
Man, this goldfish is not giving up.
Really needs to die.
Oh wow! You got it.
Yeah, hit the hull. Oh, there we go.
No! No, we were too late.
I'm gonna be flying right into it.
So, what ship are we floating anyway? What one is this?
Which one?
Which ship
This is
do
the
we have?
squid.
Understood.
Yeah, we're on the squid right now.
Okay.
Next to Puma, UAV.
No one is attacking us, I can just sit back now.
I'm trying to get behind this other squid here.
Oh, I really love the flamethrower, it's so... I don't know, it just looks so amazing. But we are like together with two other players. Are you guys doing this more often? Just ask people to come join and play with the developers?
Yeah, actually this weekend on Saturday and Sunday we held separate events. Just come play with us. Like, tell us what you think and all that good stuff.
Are you ever forwarding for feedback, right?
Yes, we do. We have
Okay.
a forum, a very active forum. You can just go to gunsoficarus.com and sign up on a forum there.
You got all the other sites where we can stay up to date with Guns of Icarus, like Facebook?
Yeah, we have a Facebook page, facebook.com/gunsoficarusonline. And we post regular updates about, we hold contests. Like recently we just finished up a screenshot contest. And we give out, of course, like copies of the game, different costumes and things like that to their winners.
Not to mention their screenshots may appear on Steam.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the screenshots you see on Steam are
Oh.
players.
The flamethrower guy is around again.
Yeah,
Swat him out of the sky.
doing my best. This guy's not giving up either.
Oh, no.
Oh, we're taking heavy damage. We might actually die this time.
Come on! So attrition. Oh my goodness, my gun is out. No!
Oh no, I don't need to say that.
Oh, jeez.
Howard, no matter how hard you press the button, it doesn't make the gun do more damage.
Oh man.
It does feel that way. It doesn't.
Yeah, see, it's got the.
Oh, I lost.
Oh, no. Alright, I need to get out.
I'm so horrible.
Oh, it's too much fire. Oh god. Our balloon is dead.
Yeah,
we're eating.
well,
it.
we're doing pretty well, right?
Oh yeah, we haven't died yet.
No.
We're doing phenomenal.
Like,
Oh, okay.
like 9% of the ship is down, but we're still doing alright.
We're okay.
Everything's on fire, but we're still doing good.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, look. Oh, yeah, can you die, your character, can you die in the game?
No, so another interesting thing to make sure that everyone is playing as a team is that your individual character doesn't get any kills or anything like that. It's all by the ship. Your ship gets kills. So when if you just you can try jumping off the ship.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
gonna do that right now, actually.
Yeah, you'll just, back on the ship. And that's it.
You're doing a great job as an engineer, I must say.
Thank you.
Maybe you're just doing a terrible job as a damage dealer, Howard.
Dude, I'm trying. I'm trying. I don't know. I know what damage I'm doing. Yes,
My job in this call is apparently to trash talk.
So I'm going after this goldfish right now.
Uh-huh. And you're about to experience fire. A lot of fire.
Yeah, I noticed. I see it behind me. Oh, I'm gonna shoot you.
All right. Let's counteract this. Wanna play this.
Pot is gonna shoot you, I hope. Well, it's nice. We have like the hardest guns in the game to aim. So.
All you gotta do is get close to the ship with a flamethrower. What's so hard about that?
No, I'm talking about our ship with the mortar.
No, I mean, in order to make it more accurate, you just gotta get closer.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. There's also a piece of gunner equipment called the heavy gauntlets that reduces recoil. So the mortar and the heavy gauntlets makes a pretty powerful combination. And I know Joe has been complaining about this for a while. I think I like it.
I'm mixed.
But this game can also be very fun at a LAN party or something. It really is. Oh, damn it.
Although I will say, Eric, due to likely deflection angles, putting the gun on the side of the ship, I'm finding is not very good.
Oh, what is that?
Just the deflection angle you tend to get on the side of the ship, the mortar on the side is not very effective.
Ah, oh.
Yeah, hit their hull.
What the?
There goes Howard again.
Oh no.
Panic
No.
mode.
No.
Yes.
I'm doing my.
Nice.
Just one more, right?
Just one more.
All right.
Still haven't died yet, huh?
Every game is every game type till 7 or?
No, this is actually has the highest kill count for our death matches. Battle on the Dunes is 5. But of course we're working on custom game types right now, so you can choose a map and set how many kills you want and stuff like that. So
that's great. That's really
yeah. We discovered that we definitely want to support more competitive play, and custom games is the only way to do that.
Will there be something like an a world editor or something, so people can make their own maps?
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think what we eventually, when we get there, we'll probably integrate with Steam Workshop, which will give us the capability to do that. But that's still a little bit more down the line. But we're planning to, though.
Oh. Yeah, definitely a very big wish for us is to allow players to create these, beautiful maps as we have.
Something else. For example, I'm an engineer, and there's
Sure.
another engineer with me on the ship,
Mhm.
and I repair 30. No, I repair 30 things or something, and he repairs 10 things. Will I receive like extra experience or something
Yeah.
else?
Yeah, so I think basically you'll eventually be able to do more to unlock different achievements and do better. So we'll actually, for that kind of stuff, we'll track individual stats as well, right, Eric?
Yes. Yeah. So you know, depending on what kinds of achievements you're working on, 10 or 30, you'll be unlocking different things.
Okay, cool.
Like for example, some of the achievement challenges are like, you know, extinguish 5 fires, and
I think I did like 40 this fight.
yeah, yeah. So the fire achievement, you'll be blazing through that one. Pun very much intended.
That's also a good way to let people go that class and that class.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, I'm not doing very well now.
Still haven't died.
No, I know.
Uh oh.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm not doing very well. Oh, the borders of your screen gets red if you're dying. Your ship dies.
Exactly.
And one thing, the hull, it
Mhm.
displays like this. It displays 2 bars. What's the bottom one? The above one is
Yeah.
health.
Yeah. So the top one is what we call armor,
Oh,
and that you can repair. And then you have like primary hull health, which is the bottom one. That you cannot repair. So
Okay.
if your primary goes to 0, your ship explodes.
That's prio. Yeah, that's prio for sure.
I'd rather see experimentation.
Alright.
I don't want to take along for the ride.
Whoa, where are we? Kind of lost here.
Yeah.
Ah, shoot. Right in front of us.
Thanks to you getting lost, your junker just died. Awesome.
I'm in the squid, Howard.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
Since because you didn't give us the profile, we took out the junker.
Oh man.
No.
Oh, we got some lag. Oh shoot.
Everything's on fire. That's what's wrong.
Did you guys
Oh.
see the tide turning? Momentum shifting?
Yeah. Oh no, this is not going.
Oh,
No.
Oh, okay, thank goodness. Alright. Take evasive
No.
maneuvers.
Oh, isn't that going down?
Yeah, make sure you guys aim for that.
Ah,
there
oh, we
go.
won. Good.
There we go.
Ah,
Nice.
good game.
Good game.
That was fun. Thanks for the playthrough, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to say some words, final words for the interview?
Howard?
No, well, I mean, basically, the game is on pre-order on Steam, so it's a good time to get it. We have some. We basically have a collector's edition that has a costume and a soundtrack, and we have a 4-pack, which is actually hopefully will be a great deal. So there's pack of 4 games, all limited edition, collector's edition stuff. So yeah.
Thanks for the interview, guys, and good luck finishing the game. As for the people who want to participate in the beta, we got 20 beta keys to give away. Check the description below on how to win a